Hello again, Becoming You coaches, and welcome to our part 2 of our 3-part series of videos where we're going to help you with some ideas on how to hold your midway check-in meetings. The key information that the coach needs to get from the students during a midway check-in is their progress towards achieving their goals so far, their skills development, any challenges that they're facing, and if they need to make adjustments to their goal in order to actually successfully achieve them. Remember, if you're stuck, there are many resources on the coaches page of the Becoming You website, such as the Competency Dictionary and the Resource Playbook. Rena will now demonstrate a simple method of using the form that the student completes as a guide to this check-in. It assumes that the student has already completed the form in Experience York. For the sake of time, we'll only be showing you a part of this check-in.
So can you describe what you have done to date to work towards achieving your SMART goals? And is there anything that you've done differently in this experience compared to your last one?
Sure. So for my first one, managing work-life balance, I continue to use my Google Calendar, allocating time slots for work, school, and life. So when I'm comparing this to my last experience, I've actually now allocated time specifically for schoolwork and leisure, so any days off. And that's something that I didn't do last time. So that's something that's different.
Great, thank you. And then what about the action planning part?
So for action planning, so I wanted to establish a plan of action as I am nearing graduation and I'll need to start thinking about my next steps. So I set out a plan for myself. It's a lot more solid and I've already actually completed a few steps in it. So I've applied for nursing school and I'm now doing the necessary paperwork and coursework that needs to be done for it.
Great, so it sounds like you're really on track and it seems like you're using some good methods to get to your goals. So are you feeling confident with that so far?
Yeah, I think I am. It's going pretty well so far.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, Rena, for showing us one simple way to conduct a midway check-in. Now, let's take a look at Eero's in-person check-in.
Hey, Sonia. Welcome. It's been a little while now that you've been working with us and getting a handle of things. So I thought this might be a good time for us to just sit down and do the midway check-in. So I see that you've already done it on Becoming You. So thank you for that. The point of this conversation really is just to see if you want to keep the same goals or if you want to change our approach or anything at all.
Yeah, so I've learned a lot from the past months and I would like to focus a little bit more on my strengths.
Okay, all right. Tell me a little bit more about that.
So I think that my social media skills and communication skills, generally speaking, have evolved and I think that my skills have increased. Mm-hmm. But I was thinking, and I also was able to do weekly campaigns and I really enjoyed that.
Right.
And we succeeded at getting into the deadlines and doing the work. And I think that the reels we did, the posts, and also the updates for the website were really are our greatest achievements.
Yeah.
I think that I really liked creation and idea sharing and also envisioning projects that we did. So I think that those things are what we developed in the past months.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think so far it's been a good steady flow. We've been able to do quite a bit, so good job on that. Were there any challenges that you saw or you faced during this last couple of months?
I feel like maybe the only thing that was a little bit complicated is to understand the impact we had on students because we're doing everything remotely.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, I think it's a little bit hard when you're not having that real-time feedback and such, but looking at the social media engagement and that piece, I think it does give us a good idea that this is things that are what's working versus what's not. Not to the same level like you mentioned, but I think it is important anyway. So thank you.
Thanks, Eero. We appreciate you showing us how you conduct your midway sessions. To recap, the objective of this check-ins is for coaches to have a good idea of how your student is progressing and if they're on track to achieving their goals. It's a good idea to end your session with a summary of what the student has shared with you to ensure that you actually got all the information. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video, for your continued support as a Becoming You coach. For more information and resources, please refer to the Becoming You website or email becomeyou@yorku.ca.